Pandit Nehru declared Baba Saheb Ambedkar to be his enemy number one politically. Let your vote go waste, but do not make Ambedkar win. It was an RSS Pracharak Dattopant Thengdi who was working to make Ambedkar win in the election as his election agent. We fought to send Ambedkar to parliament when you conspired to defeat him. We have fought to protect secularism and pluralism when you surrendered to vote bank politics. We fought to make India prosperous while you kept India poor. We fought for Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat while you supported Tukde Tukde of Bharat. We are the party that is standing against your Soros army that is trying to destabilize India. We are committed to protecting the constitution. The place of Basavanna, where Basavanna showed the principles of democracy, the philosophy of democracy, that is under Waqf occupation today because of the Congress party enabling. Speaker sir, this civilizational value of India, that we are a civilizational state, was implicitly addressed and appreciated in the constitution when India was referred to as Bharat in Article 1 of the constitution. Our constituent makers appreciated the millennia old civilizational history and considered India to be a sacred geography. The Vishnu Purana said, Uttaram yat samudrasya himadraischeva dakshinam varsham tad bharatam nama bharati yatra santati. From then, the country was considered a sacred geography. But unfortunately, Speaker sir, starting from the first Prime Minister in the Congress party, Pandit Nehru, to the communists and the others who followed, India was not considered a sacred geography because they did not have the civilizational worldview that India was a millennia old state. They approached India as a union of states, more a private jagir, any part of which could be given to anybody at any point in time, ceded, given away, without even at some times following the constitutional process of law. The attack on the constitution by the Congress party started from the very first article, Article 1. I would want to draw the attention of this nation and the House to how a very important, strategically important island in the Pak Strait in the southern part of the country between India and Sri Lanka, the island called Kachchativu, was given away to Sri Lanka by the Congress party and the DMK in 1974 without following any due process envisioned in the constitution. Speaker sir, when Pandit Nehru was asked about this very important island called Kachchativu, which falls in the Pak Strait, which was part of the then Madras presidency, belonging to Raja of Ramnath, Pandit Nehru says, I attach no importance at all to this little island and I would have no hesitation in giving up our claim to it. This was Pandit Nehru's position on a very important island. And सुनना पड़ेगा गौरव भाई, सुनना पड़ेगा, आपके पीछे आपके हिस्टोरिकल पाप को आप सुनना पड़ेगा. Sir, the DMK which today is lecturing us, on secularism and the constitutional morality, this party also joined hands. Karunanidhi, who was then the chief minister in 1974, was well made aware that this was the solution and this island would be given away. They also supported this. And in 1974, without bringing an amendment to the constitution, because Article 1 and Article 3 of the constitution mandates that if there is any change in the territory of India, that has to be brought before the parliament. Nothing was done. Parliament was not taken into confidence. Article 1, Article 3 was not amended. Nothing was done. By a mere executive action, a very important island belonging to India was given away for political reasons by the Congress party. Sir, this was not the first instance. Lot was spoken about the basic structure of the constitution. Parliamentary sovereignty and sovereignty of India is one of the founding principles of the nation. But the Congress party, not just in the instance of Kachchativu, but even in the instance of Aksai Chin with respect to China, and more recently it was learnt that the UPA government was ready to even give away Siachen to Pakistan. This is their commitment to territorial integrity of this country. This is the difference between one view which considers India to be a civilizational state a sacred geography, and between one whose leader of opposition, even when he goes abroad, says India is not a nation but is a union of states. Contrast this view to what Atal Bihari Vajpayee's position was. ये अर्पण की भूमि है, ये तर्पण की भूमि है, इसका कंकर कंकर शंकर है, इसका बिंदु बिंदु गंगा जल है. This is the difference between the BJP, which is the protector of the constitution, protector of our territorial integrity, and other political parties like the Congress, which considers India not as a civilizational state, not as a nation, but as a mere hodgepodge union of states. This is an attack on the constitution, Adhyakshi. Because Baba Saheb Ambedkar was such a staunch opponent of this Congress style of politics, Pandit Nehru declared Baba Saheb Ambedkar to be his enemy number one politically. And today, Speaker sir, I heard my opponents from the Communist Party, state that the RSS was against the Ambedkar and Ambedkar's constitution. There cannot be anything farther from truth than that assertion. Sir, not once but two times Baba Saheb Ambedkar's electoral chances was thwarted by the Congress and the Communists working together. And Savitri Ambedkar, in her book Reminiscences of My Life with Ambedkar, notes that S.A. Dange, upon the instructions of Pandit Nehru, worked overtime to defeat Ambedkar in both the by-elections.
Make it brief.
Speaker sir, I want to remind the nation that when Congress and the Communists were trying to defeat Ambedkar, when the Communist leader S.A. Dange gave the slogan, "Let your vote go waste, but do not make Ambedkar win," it was an RSS Pracharak Dattopant Thengdi who was working to make Ambedkar win in the election as his election agent. These historical truths have to be brought in. Speaker sir, the very first attack on the constitution was made by Pandit Nehru when he curtailed the freedom of expression of people. Very first attack. And who was protecting the constitution? Then it was Shama Prasad Mukherjee. Speaker sir, imposing emergency, suspending fundamental rights, arresting 1 lakh opposition leaders, forcible sterilization of 1 million people, imposing emergency. Speaker sir, this is the legacy. This is what is attacking the constitution. Despite being banned, the RSS and the Jan Sangh fought to restore democracy in this country. This is protecting the constitution. Speaker sir, Article 356 is misused more than 90 times. Democratically elected governments were removed at the whim of the leaders. This is attacking the constitution. Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, ek Team India approach, GST Council. This is Narendra Modi's style of protecting the constitution. Speaker sir, rejecting the Speaker sir, just 3 minutes. Speaker sir, I'm concluding in 3 minutes. Rejecting the Kaka Kadelkar committee report, with Nehru himself opposing reservations of backward classes, is attack on the constitution. Granting constitutional status to the National Commission of Backward Classes is protection of the constitution. Opposing Mandal reservation, well, Rajiv Gandhi made his longest speech. That is attacking the constitution, while introducing OBC reservations in NEET exam, Nayodaya Vidyalaya, implementing EWS reservation is the protection of the constitution. Speaker sir, 2 minutes, please. Speaker sir, एक तो important विषय, 2 minutes. Speaker sir, the Congress introduced the Waqf Act. You are the Speaker sir, you are the chairman of the Waqf JPC. You must give me a minute on this. Speaker sir, आप JPC के chairman हैं, Speaker sir, lot was spoken about secularism. What was the pervert brand of secularism that the Congress party thrusted on this country? A Muslim could be Muslim, a Christian could be Christian, but a Hindu had to be secular. Yes. This was the kind of one-way secularism that the Congress party introduced. Speaker sir, in Karnataka, the place called Anubhava Mantapa, which is Speaker sir, Anubhava Mantapa, the place of Basavanna, where Basavanna sold the principles of democracy, the philosophy of democracy, that is under Waqf occupation today. because of the
Ziaur
Congress
Rahman,
party enabling
Ziaur
this
Rahman.
legislation. Speaker, sir, I only want to conclude by saying this. We fought to send Ambedkar to parliament when you conspired to defeat him. We have fought to protect secularism and pluralism when you surrendered to vote bank politics. We fought to make India prosperous while you kept India poor. We fought for Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat while you supported Tukde Tukde of Bharat. We are the party that is standing against your Soros army that is trying to destabilize India. We are committed to protecting the constitution.